Tier lists. They rip the internet apart through opinions, so I'm gonna make one, Jailbreak style. I know this is kind of dead by now, but I still want to make a video because I'm trying to think of something to do this week. Let's do a tier list about the vehicles in Jailbreak. Okay, so let's get the water vehicles out the way then for this list. Sloop, obviously, trash. No, I don't think anybody uses that. This cruiser, I'm going to put that as average because it's the one that appears at the Alcatraz. It appears at Alcatraz, and that's handy to get out. So the jet ski, because I don't use it that often, but it is pretty fast. I think I'll put it as average. It's not a bad vehicle, but I just don't use it that much. Let's do air vehicles. Buzzard, I'm going to definitely put that as awesome. On my ult, when I'm doing noob to pro, I'm always using the Buzzard because it's a really good air vehicle and it's cheap. Army helicopter, used often because I always use that on my main more than any land vehicles, because air vehicles are always best for grinding. And let's go to the drone. So it's a difficult one really, because like I said, I don't use it very often, but then again, it is a good vehicle, so I think I'll put it at good. A lot of you are probably going to disagree with me on that one, but there we go. UFO, I don't think anybody uses that. The jet, I think I might put that as, yeah, I think I'll put it as average, because it's a handy escape for the airport. Regular helicopter I'm going to put as bad. That stunt plane is just really bad. Let's go for the bikes then. Patrol bike, it only spawns in the prison, and that for me is not good. I think I'm going to put it as average. Dirt bike, it spawns in the dunes. I don't use it at all, and I think I'm going to put that one as bad. It's glitchy, I just don't use it that often. Let's do the Vault bike then. I'm being very honest here, I'm putting it in bad, because after the revamp I've not used it once. Even before that, I didn't use it much. After I got like army helicopter and drone and things like that, I would use it for the power plant, but now I don't even use it for that because it's not as good as it used to be. Let's go for the ATV. I'm gonna say trash. Now, Dune Buggy. Dune Buggy is a decent one, especially if you don't have the mobile garage. It's a really good escape from the volcano base to exit. It's decent speed and it's not glitchy anymore since the revamp, which happened a couple of months ago now, I think. So I'm going to put that as good, to be honest with you. I'm going to say for free vehicles, let's get the Camaro or the Brocar, bad. And then I'm going to put the Jeep. Actually, no, I'll put that as trash and I'll put the Jeep as bad, because the Jeep is still free and it's faster, so you might as well use that one. Fire truck, who uses the fire truck? Except for blocking roads and trying to push people and trolling, who uses that? Sentinel, who would use that? Sentinel, to be honest with you, is probably one of my least favourite vehicles. I don't know what it is about it, but I don't understand why it was added, and I haven't seen one person use it since it's been added. Wraith, or the Rolls Royce, I'll put that as bad because yeah, I've got the turret on top. Molten M12, used often. I really like that vehicle. The Surus, I'm going to put as awesome because I used to use a lot more when it spawned in the city police. Now that it doesn't, it only spawns in the prison. I'm going to just put as awesome, otherwise I would have done as used often. I think that's the Roadster. I'm going to put the Roadster as awesome. Now I do use the Molten a lot more. The concept car. Now this is a bit of a debatable one. I don't think it's worth 2.5 million. It doesn't feel fast enough. And I'm not saying it looks bad, but it's not my favourite car. So I think I'll put it as good. Let's go with the Cybertruck. The Cybertruck I'm gonna also put as good because they made it more expensive for some reason. But the Cybertruck has been a really good vehicle. I used it a lot before I had the army helicopter. It holds a lot of people, etc. I'll put the SWAT van the same as the Wraith. Even though it does spawn in the prison, it's still got the turret, and I think there's similar speeds. Mini Cooper. The Mini Cooper is, I'll say, average because it doesn't spawn anywhere. I don't use it at all. But it's cool to have because it's one of those limited vehicles and you can just say, hey, I've got the Mini Cooper. And from what I remember using it for, it had decent speeds. Deja, I'm pretty sure it's the cheapest vehicle in the game and also the slowest. It's slower than the Brocar, so I'm going to put that as trash. You know what? I'm going to bump the car up. The most classic vehicle in the game. It can't go as the lowest rank. Ambulance then, because the ambulance, obviously, it has the healing in the back of it. Before they stopped you from being able to spawn vehicles in front of the other team, it was really handy because you'd be able to spawn it in, heal up, and then start fighting again. But now, I'm not so sure. I don't use it at all. I think I'll put it in bad because I wouldn't call it trash. The DeLorean then I'm going to put as average because if you don't have mobile garage, it's really handy to escape the power plants if whatever happens, if someone stole your car or there's a police. Tesla Model 3, I'm going to definitely put as good because it's not something that I use often anymore. But it's a really good starter car if you can get the level 5 engine. Airtail, I'm going to put as used often. I use the Airtail a lot more than the Molten when I've got people, obviously, because it holds 3 seats. Now, saying that, I think I'm going to bump up the concept car just by 1 because it does have 4 seats, which is a big bonus. Banana car. So I've got to give it a decent level because it's just hilarious. I think I'm going to give it an average. I'm going to give let's do some more of the season cars. I'm going to give the Rattler bad because I don't understand the theme of it, to be honest with you. It's just not my favourite car. I'd probably use the banana car a lot more because it's memey. Let's do the Eclair because that is a really good escape for the jewellery store, but I'm definitely going to put it higher than that because it's got good speeds. It's definitely the go-to one when you're customising your car because it's got pretty much every single colour. So I think I'm going to put it as awesome because I do like that car. Lamborghini, I'm going to put as good. It's a good escape from the bank and a good escape from the volcano base, but it's also got good speeds. Not as fast as the Eclair. The Challenger, I'm going to also put as good. Therefore, I'm going to bump up the Lamborghini because for the Challenger, the perfect thing when you don't have the mobile garage, you get out of prison using the Camaro, and then you hop into the Challenger to go wherever you wanted to go, get the vehicle, or to another garage. The Agent. Now, I did used to use this quite a lot, but then I just kind of forgot about it. I think I'm going to put it as awesome, because I did used to use it a lot. I really like the style of it, and I feel posh when I drive it, so I like it. The Volt 4x4. I'm going to put this one as about the same level as the Rattler, because it's not fast, and it's large. That's all I have to say about it, really. It's too big. To be honest with you, I haven't used it that much. I kind of grinded for it in the contracts and then that's it. I didn't use it afterwards. Monster Truck, Monster Truck, Monster Truck. Now, I want to give it trash, but I don't feel like I can because it's kind of a fun car. It's really bouncy. It's kind of a fun car to drive, so I think I'll give it average. The Interrogator, I do have a level of hatred towards this car because this is the car that removed the Surus from just the city police station, the normal one. And because the Surus is now gone from there and this is there instead, it's a little bit annoying because you have to spawn a vehicle every single time. Average. I think that's a fair level for it. Porsche, I don't know what they call it now, but like the new duck car, I think I'll put it as good because it's a nice escape from the museum. Yeah, it's really handy, and I think I'll be able to put the classic car as, you know what, no, I'll put them both as average because average is my escape one. But these are both good escapes. You've got one on either side, so wherever the camper is, you can just zip off in that direction. They're really handy. And I think I'm going to give the old Porsche a bad because it's not there anymore, but it in its day it was handy just like these two. So I'm not going to rank it the same because it's not there anymore. I know it's a bit unfair, but now the Torero. This is a cool car. It was in the 5 days of vehicles. I haven't used it that much, but it is a cool car. It's similar to the Molten and the Agent. So just simply because I haven't used it that much, I'll put it in good. If I had used it a bit more, then I'd put it in awesome. The Beam Hybrid, it's a cool style of car. I like the car. However, if you try and put a texture on it, it does not look good because on the door, it just has the body colour and I don't understand why. It's not that good. So I think I'll have to put this one as average. So the Ray, I don't really use it. I'm going to put it as bad. The Spawn is awkward, the cargo port. it's rare that you're at the cargo port without a vehicle. Now I'm going to give this stallion average because in its spawn, if you don't have the mobile garage, if you're robbing the train for whatever reason, the passenger train, it's a handy position for it. Then the camper van, I think I'm going to rate this as... I think I'll rate this one as average because it holds a lot of people. I haven't used it, but it holds a lot of people and it spawns at the tomb, so it's not that far out. Pickup truck, I'm going to rate that also as average because if you're stuck at the gas station, then it's a good vehicle to use, but I don't use it that much. And then the Ray 9, then again, I haven't used this much. I think I'll give it a good because it's a decent speed. I have enjoyed driving it around the little time that I have driven it around. And yeah, so here is our tier list for the Jailbreak vehicles. Feel free to comment down below. Do you agree, disagree with this list? I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to smash like, comment and subscribe down below. Join the Discord, link will be in the description. And let me know down in the comments section, do you agree with this tier list or what would you change in it basically? Thanks again for watching and I'll see you next week.